We had a glimpse on the brand new trailer of Spider-Man Far From Home. That was amazing and I am pretty impressed. But if you are like Shania Twain,
that don't impress me much,
then ride along. Because next are the 10 blockbuster movies releasing this year, 2019. Starting the list with Avengers Endgame. A decade on, the Marvel industrial complex shows no signs of slowing down, and the cliffhanger ending to last year's Infinity War makes Endgame one of the most hotly anticipated releases of 2019. There are a lot of loose ends to tie up as the third phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe draws to a close, not least the challenge of undoing the events of the end of the last film, which left the fate of several characters, and half of all life on Earth, in doubt. Avengers Endgame is releasing on April 26, 2019.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
Next is Joker. Joaquin Phoenix plays a failed stand-up comedian turned psychotic anarchist in this comic book-inspired caper helmed by Todd Phillips, the director of the Hangover trilogy. Plot details are sparse, but it's expected to be a dark tale inspired by Alan Moore's graphic novel The Killing Joke that will delve into the origins of the iconic character. Bewilderingly, this is the first in a brand new series of standalone films based on DC Comics characters, but one that is separate from the existing DC universe of Justice League, Wonder Woman and Suicide Squad, which also features the Joker character, played to mixed reviews by Jared Leto. Why so complicated? Release date, October 4, 2019.
Why so serious?
Toy Story 4 is releasing this year.
flows and flows of angel hair.
Buzz Lightyear first appeared in Andy's toy collection in 1995. Now, almost 25 years later, the fourth installment of Toy Story is due to be released. Buzz, Woody, Mr. Potato Head and the rest of the toys are now in the possession of new owner Bonnie. And Woody has a problem with a new toy. When Bonnie adds a reluctant new toy called Forky to her room, a road trip adventure alongside old and new friends will show Woody how big the world can be for a toy, Disney says. At the moment, this is about all we know about Toy Story 4. Release date, June 21, 2019.
May I introduce to you my new wife, Colette?
The wild days are done, eh?
On the contrary, the wild days have just begun.
After premiering at the Sundance Film Festival last year, Colette is hitting UK screens with a true story of the French novelist Sidonie Gabrielle Colette, the wife of a famous writer in 20th century Paris. Except Colette was a gifted writer herself, the semi-autobiographical novel she wrote under her husband's name was a bestseller and ultimately won her the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1948. Keira Knightley is a brilliant choice of lead to portray her fight for creative liberty against gender stereotypes, in a film that pays tribute to an influential figure of feminism. Release date, January 11, 2019.
I believe Willie based Claudine on your school days.
Yes, I think I had a little something to contribute.
Oh no. Something new. What is it up to?
I don't know, but that beat is pretty fresh. Uh-oh.
It's like it knows our every move.
Weird, right?
Emmett!
What?
Kids, young adults and parents, all rejoice, the Lego Movie is back, with the same production team as the previous one, which was successful in winning over viewers of all ages. Not the easiest challenge, especially when working with brick landscapes and minifigures. The film is set 5 years later, and this time our Lego hero Emmett has to face an invader named Sweet Mayhem that has come from extraterrestrial territory to kidnap his friends. Not enough to push his spirits down, though. It's time for Emmett to put his skills to the test as he travels to where no brick has gone before, outer space. Release date, February 8, 2019.
And you're a Cree, a race of noble warriors?
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
Written and directed by husband and wife Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, Captain Marvel was announced 4 years ago and effectively is Marvel Studios' first female-led superhero production. Expectations are high, therefore, but Brie Larson seems up to it in the role of Carol Danvers, alias Captain Marvel, an ex-US Air Force fighter pilot gifted with superhuman strength. Danvers joins the alien Kree military team as one of the galaxy's most powerful fighters in the middle of an intergalactic fight between planet Earth and 2 other extraterrestrial worlds. All of this while sorting through questions about her past and identity. Hats off to her. Release date, March 8, 2019.
I'm not gonna fight your war. I'm gonna end it.
We have Dumbo in the list. Tim Burton's skillful remastering of animated films into dreamy fantasy adventure productions has already proven its worth in the box office with Alice in Wonderland, and the director is back at it with a retelling of the classic childhood must-watch Dumbo. The tale of the unlucky elephant that was born with ears too big and was endlessly mocked by its peers will be enacted by a high-profile cast including Eva Green and Colin Farrell. Tears are much anticipated from viewers of all ages, of course, and especially when it is revealed that Dumbo's ears let him fly. Release date, March 29, 2019. It may seem unbelievable that we should have waited until 2019 to get a Pokemon film. But in any case, it is coming. Ryan Reynolds gets the privilege of Pikachu's voice in a mystery comedy film that follows the famous yellow creature, now equipped with a Sherlock Holmes-style hat, as it goes around the Pokemon world resolving mysteries. The American-Japanese production is the result of a 2016 deal between Legendary Pictures and the Pokemon Company, and the outcome, based on the game of the same name, has potential to hit the spot for ex-Game Boy players. Release date, May 10, 2019. X-Men Dark Phoenix is next.
You think you can fix me?
Jean, you are not broken.
This is the beautiful friend.
There is no such thing as too much Marvel, and nothing says it better than a 12th installment to the X-Men franchise. It is a direct sequel to the 2016 X-Men, Apocalypse, in which the X-Men stood as united as ever against the world destroyer Apocalypse. This time, it is one of their own members that threatens to dismantle the gang, as Jean Grey develops superior powers and begins to turn into a corrupt Dark Phoenix. Thus bringing about the ultimate dilemma, save the friend, or save the whole world? Release date, June 7, 2019.
Pain. It's all coming out at once.
Another X-Men in the list. One year and 2 X-Men's? That's right. 20th Century Fox is outdoing itself next year. Directed by Josh Boone, who was behind The Fault in Our Stars, it sets forward a cast that is largely new to the X-Men franchise, playing 5 new young mutants discovering their abnormal abilities as they are being kept against their will in a secret facility. Dark, tense, and laden with furious screams, it is a classic Marvel story of escape and redemption. Featuring Netflix favorite Charlie Heaton, who plays the role of Jonathan Byers in Stranger Things. Release date, August 2, 2019. If you have anything else in mind, Comment below.